Hey guys, this is Mark here from pixelfiendtech.com, and lately a lot of YouTubers have done videos listing their top 5 smartphones of 2013. I watched some of them and I thought there was a few things that they missed out, but instead of doing the same videos as them, I've decided to do the top 5 smartphone manufacturers, and not just the top 5 kind of for how good they are, but for how much they have changed the smartphone game this year. Okay, so in 5th place we have Oppo. So they released the Oppo Find 5, which was the first 1080p display phone. And their new phone also has only one camera that can swivel round, so that the back facing and the front facing camera are the same, which I think it could be a pretty good idea if that works well. But the biggest thing is they are the first manufacturer to kind of come out the box with Cyanogen mod, which is a big thing. Okay, so next up at the number 4 spot is Nokia. Now, Nokia does run Windows 8, which is a kind of turn off for a lot of people, but they have made the Windows 8 platform a lot more bearable with their truly amazing hardware. So their build quality is pretty unmatchable, apart from companies like HTC. They also in their recent phones have amazing displays, and most importantly the Nokia Lumia 1020, which is the main topic of why they are in this list. So if you don't know, it has a 41 megapixel camera, and really, to be honest, megapixels doesn't mean that much. It's about the quality of the images, the color, there's different settings you get, and it delivers all that as well with its brilliant camera app. So that is why Nokia is up there in my list. Next up on my list here we have Apple. Okay, so I know a lot of you will be hating on me for making this decision, but Apple have made some huge decisions this year. Since the first iPhone, they had never really changed the operating system. They had added new features, but had kept the same general design. This year they finally added iOS 7, which took it a step the more customizable option with Control Center, and it certainly is a step in the right direction. So I know a lot of people still prefer Android, but it has certainly gotten better with iOS 7, and hopefully in more iterations, iOS 8 and iOS 9, we can see more and more towards that perfect operating system. They also branched out and released the 5C, which was also very impressive, and if we are including the tablet line, they announced the iPad Air, which in my mind is undebatably the best tablet on the market. Next up in the number 2 spot we have Samsung. Now, Samsung are a different company from pretty much everyone else I've mentioned. They release a huge amount of products. If you just look at their mobile device line, we have the Tab, the Mega, the Note, the S series, the Ace, and much more. So you can see the amount of products they actually make is huge, and with new releases like the S4 and the Note, they have certainly been one of the most popular manufacturers out there this year, and specifically the Note line has a lot of really cool features on it. They also kind of dabbed their foot in the wearable section. So we saw the Galaxy Gear, which granted was not a very good device, but it opened up that kind of area for a lot of people who are interested in wearable technology, so that was certainly cool from them. So I'm not going to dabble on them too much, and we are going to head over to the number 1 spot on my list, which is Motorola. Now, a lot of people may not expect me to say this, and to be honest, I'm not sure if I completely agree with it. They probably didn't change the phone market that much this year. They probably will next year, but they released some amazing phones this year. So the Moto X and the Moto G. Now, these are not going to be the best performing phones, certainly not the best hardware, but for the price and the hardware you're getting, the performance you get out of that is absolutely amazing, and I have not heard a bad review of any of these phones. Now, also they come with Moto Maker, which is a revolution in customizing your phone. We have seen this in some phones in the past, but Motorola certainly made it a lot more accessible. And their biggest kind of announcement was the Motorola Ara. Now, this does not exist yet, but they have shown some prototypes for it, and if you don't know, I have made separate videos on this, but just essentially it's a modular phone. So that will certainly be extremely interesting to see. Okay, so if you disagreed with anything I said, please leave a comment down in the description and we can get a bit of a debate going. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, a share, and why not subscribe to this channel for more content. Thank you very much for watching. See you.